Yo, what is up, guys? It's Cohen back here again today with another video. Before you ask, yes, I dropped a video on Steph Curry 2 days ago. Yes, I did. Do I care? No, because of the way he's playing, I need to talk about him again. Because in that video, I did not talk enough about Steph Curry and the season he's having and how good he has been. If you recall, a couple seasons ago in 2015-16, the Golden State Warriors won 73 games in the regular season, and Steph Curry won a unanimous MVP award. It was his second in a row. It was an unreal season. Right now, this Steph Curry that we are seeing this season is better than that Steph Curry, who won a unanimous MVP and was the best player on a team that went 73-9. You might think I'm crazy, but I'm going to tell you why. So that's the premise of this video. I want to talk about why this is the best version of Steph Curry we've ever seen, as well as his chances to win MVP, because that's something that's really come into the forefront of the media recently. Everyone's talking about, can Steph win MVP? All season it's been Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, with Steph Curry being an afterthought due to his lack of team success. But with the numbers he's putting up, people have started to debate, where does Steph Curry need to get to become an MVP favorite or to be in consideration to actually win the award? Because even though he's getting some hype right now, I don't think there's any chance Steph Curry wins the MVP award right now. If the season ended today, there's zero chance he wins the award. It's Jokic or Embiid, probably Jokic. But there's about 15 games, 16 games left for Steph Curry to try and make a statement. What does he need to do to make that statement and to possibly win his third MVP award? I'm going to tell you that in this video as well. So drop a like, drop a subscribe. Comment below, let me know before you watch this video your thoughts on this topic. Can Steph win the MVP? And do you agree with me that this is Steph's best season ever? This is the best version of himself. So I'm just going to start purely statistically. When we look at the stats between his unanimous MVP season and his season this season, they're eerily similar. I'm going to start with his unanimous MVP season. This is when they went 73-9 and Curry didn't receive, or no one else received a single vote for the MVP award. Steph Curry put up 30.1 points per game, 5.4 rebounds, 6.7 assists, 2.1 steals per game, 0.2 blocks, 3.3 turnovers per game, and he made 5.1 threes on a 66.9 true shooting percentage. If you don't know what true shooting percentage is, it combines free throws, 2-point field goals, and 3-point field goals and weighs them out to get a pretty good estimate of how good someone truly is at shooting the basketball. 66.9, that's really high. In terms of like league average, that is very, very good, especially for a player who shoots at the volume that Steph Curry does. Now, we look at his stats this season. 31.4 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 1.2 steals, 0.1 blocks, 3.3 turnovers, 5.2 three-pointers made, shooting 66.5% true shooting. Those are very similar. You want the differences are Steph is up 1.3 points. He's about the same in rebounds. He's down about an eighth of an assist. He's down about a steal. Same amount of turnovers, and he's making 0.1 more threes on just a slightly lower true shooting percentage. So the numbers are very, very close. It's like I said, eerily similar how close these numbers are. What does that tell us? That Steph is incredible. It tells us that he's just as good then, or he's just as good now as he was then in that season where he won that MVP award. But when we factor in context to these stats as well, that's where I think the case becomes clear that this is the best version of Steph Curry we've ever seen. In that season, Steph Curry has Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. He has Harrison Barnes out there as well, who's having a really good season. He has all these weapons. He has a pretty deep bench to go alongside of that. This season, one of the biggest narratives that's existed in the NBA realm this season is that the Warriors don't have enough talent around Steph Curry. As you probably know, before the season, Klay Thompson was lost for the season with a season-ending injury. So he's not coming back. He never was going to come back. And immediately the question was, can Steph Curry carry a team? How is he going to produce without having this super team around him or having a really good supporting cast? And to start the season, the Warriors were really bad. And given they have had their ups and downs this season, they've been better since they started really poorly. When they first started, everyone was like, oh, Steph Curry can't carry a team. Oh, Steph is washed. Oh, his legacy's tarnished, all that stuff. Now, everyone's talking about him as MVP. So what caused that narrative to flip? Did the supporting cast get better? No. The supporting cast stayed the same. if not got worse, because now they're dealing with injuries. James Wiseman is missing time. Eric Pascal has missed time. A lot of Kelly Oubre has missed time. Guys that were supposed to be impactful players for the Warriors this season have missed time. When Steph doesn't play, the Warriors are 1-7, which is really, really bad. And right now they're 500. So that just shows how much better they are when he is out there. When Steph isn't on the floor for this Warriors team, they're a bottom 10 offense of all time. That's not this season. That is a bottom 10 offense of all time. That's awful. I don't think I need to explain to you how bad that is. When Steph is on the floor, this team competes with modern NBA offenses, which is crazy to see. I can't overstate the impact he has on this team. And the fact that he is scoring more points on more attempts and just under what his efficiency was back in the MVP season is incredible. Steph Curry has scored 30 points or more in the last 11 straight games. That's insane, especially at this age. He holds the record for the most consecutive 30-point games at his age. The previous record was 10, held by Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Kobe. But Curry has passed him now. And so Curry is doing unprecedented things, scoring the basketball at this age with a cast that is, I don't mean to be rude, very mediocre. Andrew Wiggins has probably been their second best player this season, and he is having a good year, but Oubre is not quite performing. Draymond Green isn't quite the same player he was during that MVP season, during the Warriors runs of the past. James Wiseman, like I said, has been injured as well as being a rookie, so he's still finding his footing. Eric Pascal hasn't quite been the player that they were hoping he was going to be this season. Brad Wanamaker, who was supposed to be their backup point guard, is now in Charlotte. They got rid of him because he was not good. Jordan Poole, give him credit, has really stepped up. You've got solid players like Juan Toscano-Anderson. We could talk about Damian Lee, who has had some solid moments. But this is nothing compared to the cast he had back then. And Steph is arguably having a better season now than he had with that supporting cast. It's incredible to watch. And that begs the question, if he's having a better season than he had when he was a unanimous MVP, shouldn't he be in the MVP conversation? And I think he should be in the conversation. It's just a matter of can he win it? And that really comes down to what is the criteria for MVP. And that's something that honestly changes every single season. When people have talked about Steph Curry winning MVP, especially as a Thunder fan, I've noticed this, people immediately go to Russell Westbrook's MVP season in 2016-17 because he won it when his team was the 6th seed, which is pretty unprecedented. Usually it goes to one of the best players on one of the best teams. It's very rare you see an MVP outside the top 2 or 3 seeds in either of the conferences. But the reason Russell Westbrook won that award is because he averaged a triple-double over the course of the season. He had the narrative of Kevin Durant leaving. He had absolutely no help. That roster was bad. That was a bad NBA roster. So Russell Westbrook carried that team to that 6th seed when he had no supporting cast, put up historic numbers, and they awarded him with the MVP award. To this day, and for the rest of the time I'm alive, I will argue that Russell Westbrook 100% deserved that MVP. I know James Harden had an incredible season. I don't care. Russell Westbrook deserved that MVP award. James Harden got his MVP later, but people say like Russ robbed James Harden of that MVP award or whatever. No, not at all. Russ deserved that award. And that's starting to look a lot like the way that this Warriors team and Steph Curry season might be heading to at the finish line. Steph Curry and the Warriors right now are the 10 seed in the West, or no, they're up to the 9 seed in the Western Conference. For Steph Curry to make the 6th seed, he's got to make up 4 games on the Portland Trailblazers. The Trailblazers do have a tough schedule coming up. The Warriors have a 5-game stretch on their schedule coming up where they play the Rockets, the Thunder twice, and the Pelicans twice. That's a pretty easy schedule for the Warriors to take advantage of. That combined with a couple other easier games, it seems like it's possible for Curry to catch the Trailblazers, or the Warriors as a whole. I keep just talking about Curry. The Warriors as a whole to catch the Trailblazers for that 6th seed. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it would be really tough, but is it possible? Absolutely. And that brings the question, if Steph Curry and the Warriors catch the Blazers and they end up as a top 6 seed, the same spot that Russell Westbrook was in when he won his MVP award, does Curry get the MVP award? And in my opinion, probably not. I know I just spent all video talking about how good Steph Curry has been, how incredible his season has been, how he's been the best version of himself. I just don't know if it's enough. I think it's too little too late. I think for him to actually get the MVP award, he would have to get a top 5, top 4 seed. Will he get some consideration? Yeah, I could see him finishing 2nd or 3rd if he gets the 6th seed. but I think I just think it's just too little too late. It's going to be one of Jokic or Embiid, I think, at this point. If Curry pulls off something incredible and they manage to surge to a top 5 seed, which I don't even know if it's possible at this point mathematically, then sure, he can have it. But even as a 6 seed, like I think it's cool. I think it would be cool to see Steph Curry win it, but I think it would cause an uproar if Steph did win it as that top 6 seed. And guys like Jokic and Embiid have been doing it all season. Now, Curry has been doing this all season. He's been incredible all season, but it's just in the last 10, 11 games that Curry has really taken the league by storm and shown how good he has been this season and has really brought national attention back to him. Embiid and Jokic all season have been the top 2 favorites. And is it fair to take the award from one of them if Steph Curry gets to that 6 seed, but it was only like the second half of the season? And I don't know. It's a conversation to be had. Let me know what you think the criteria needs to be for Steph to win MVP. As a fan of Russell Westbrook, obviously as a Thunder fan who watched Westbrook carry a team, I know how amazing it is to see your favorite player carry your team to a playoff spot and to really establish themselves as one of the best players in the league and win that MVP award. I know how satisfying that is. And I would love to see Warriors fans get to experience that as well. Because like I said, it was an incredible feeling to see my favorite player step up when all seemed lost and bring us to the playoffs. I think Steph Curry does have the potential to do the same. I do think they could end up taking that 6 seed. It's going to take a lot, but it's certainly possible. So ultimately, I do not think he is going to end up winning the MVP. Can he win the MVP? Yeah, I definitely think he can with the numbers and the name recognition he has. Absolutely. But at this point, I don't think if we're talking most valuable player, the most valuable player to their team is Steph Curry right now. But that's not what the MVP award is about. I know that sounds weird, but the name of the MVP award doesn't really match the criteria. It's almost always one of the best players on the best teams. And I think right now that's Jokic or Embiid. I've been flip-flopping back and forth. I think right now I would probably give it to Jokic just because the Nuggets are continuing to ball despite Jamal Murray's injury. But I would not be mad about Embiid getting it either. You could talk about guys like a Giannis as well. A LeBron James before he went out with injury was in that conversation as well. But I think if we had to say the most valuable player to their team right now, it's Steph Curry. So I guess really it's just, what does the MVP award mean? What do you think it should mean? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know if you think I'm right about this being the best Steph Curry we've ever seen. I think it is. I think the way he's carrying this team, the only major statistical drop off from him that season to this season is his assists. That's down 0.8, and if you see who his teammates are compared to who his teammates were last season, or not last season, 2015-16, you can tell why his assists are down. It's not very difficult to see why. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Let me know what you think about Steph Curry. Let me know what you think he needs to do to win MVP. Can he win MVP? Should he win MVP? Who is your MVP right now? And is this the best version of Steph Curry we've ever seen? The way that Steph's playing right now, it's going to be interesting to see the way the Warriors go in this offseason. I think Curry has shown that he can be an MVP level player. I don't think that should have ever been in doubt before the season, but some people decided that it should be in doubt, I guess. So I would be shocked if they didn't try and put a star talent next to him. Who that talent is going to be, I'm not sure. Let me know if you can think of someone who they should put next to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson when he hopefully, praying, comes back from injury. Yeah, so I will see you guys later. Real one, say it back.